So, you're a likable person. But remember that it's not just because of you. It's also because that's how you were raised. That's how you were brought up. And it is, in fact, the best way to be. It's the logical thing to do. It is the most effective method for advancing in life and creating a happy life for yourself. There is no way a fantastic, intelligent man will not grow up to be a decent guy in Western civilization. So that should not be a slight. In fact, it's a fantastic idea. But when it comes to relationships, dealing with women and dealing with certain kinds of people in the world, it's a double-edged sword. There are several risks involved, and that's what we'll talk about today. It is simply unacceptable that good and moral men are the ones being screwed over. They should be the ones making future plans and moving forward in life. They are, however, being knocked down. So let's start at the beginning, where unless you're a decent guy, you won't make it to maturity. You will not be allowed to leave school, you will be punished, you will be drugged, and you will not have anyone's support. As a result, being the good guy is a wise decision. Perhaps there are some older guys from MGTOW with a difficult attitude that have been through the system. When you try to do things the nice, good, and right way in life, you end up being screwed over. That shouldn't have to be the case. We've looked at some of the more philosophical aspects of human behavior. What do? Are they acting solely on intuitions and feelings? Or are they acting based on a thorough investigation of the situation? They are aware of the benefits, costs, potential sacrifices, and advantages, and they have chosen that path because there is a distinction. They're simply expressing themselves. They're going to be annoyed. They will come across a number of tragic events and things they do not understand that seem to have appeared out of the blue. But the person who has made a decision and knows where they're going is dedicated to developing authentic relationships with women. They can obtain a bird's eye view, a tactical perspective, and identify the scenario. If a young man conforms to society and those around him's expectations, he becomes a servant and no one respects that. A male attempts to satisfy a woman by falsely agreeing with her through this act of duplicity. Even if he gains the woman's or the group's recognition, they lose respect for him on some level, and he loses respect for himself too. You should resist doing this when trying to please others and learning the ins and outs of the world around you. You must keep the handle on yourself. Don't give up on yourself completely, and don't do so just in an attempt to prove your worth, because that is the classic nice guy trick. When mainstream and social media portray males as rubbish and women as victims, the truth is that women have never had it so good. There is no wage disparity between men and women between the ages of 22 and 29. They get paid more, so it's no surprise that all of your government and corporate jobs are filled with older, out-of-shape, adoring women and weak men, while all of your strong, fit, and healthy men are driven out and without work. As a result, the young man must act in this manner or else he too will be driven away and disliked. How far can a young man slip into the trap of being a nice guy and pleasing others before it destroys him or he realizes it? There's no turning back. Or he has made so many sacrifices to gain the favor of a lady, a team, or a company that they now consider him as nothing, and he considers himself to be nothing. So that's one side of the double-edged sword we're talking about. Whatever happens, you must continue on that path. If you want to be paid as well as a craftsman, you must do an excellent job. So it's not as if you can dismiss the idea of pleasing others. Can you do it without becoming overwhelmed? It's a little difficult. This piece of advice is intended for men who are kind, nice, or try to do the right thing in the world all the time. They are victims of a system that appeases and caters to women, and they pretend that a weak man who isn't even attempting to care for himself should be looked after, cared for, and treated like a child who has never experienced anything in life, who are only concerned with their ideals. The woman, like many men, never learns and continues to experience emotional outbursts. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the new videos that come out that are all just for you. See you in the next video of Superior Mentor.